Hello, friends. So no workout to share with you today. Actually, I did the workout super early, and now I'm heading to the beach for a few hours today. It's January. I get it. It's going to be cold, but I still love the beach. Anyway, the reason for today's rant is an epiphany that I had in my morning routine, and that was about struggle. That was about when things feel hard or things are not working in our favor. And I'll use my example that I always use is fitness and dieting and losing weight and getting into shape as an example. And most times we go at reaching those goals and it feels so hard. I know for me, and it did anyway, cutting back calories, following a meal plan that I hated, and doing a lot of exercise that I didn't like. And a lot of you know I shared I don't love cardio. There's a balloon. Okay, I'm trying not to but there's a big balloon flying through the air. Anyway, like a people balloon. I don't want to show you because I want to be safe, and I don't know what that is. Anyway, back to the topic. So I used to go about trying to get to a goal in a way that felt hard. It felt difficult. It felt like struggle. And yet I would always fall short of achieving it or staying with it, even if I did achieve it. If I worked hard enough, I'd get to the goal, but then I'd never stay there, and I never knew why. Well, I understand obviously why is because if it was so hard to get there, and the results were from the work that I put in, and I wasn't going to continue it because it was too hard to stay there, well, then obviously I'm going to float back to whatever else I was at before I reached that goal. I hope that made sense. I know that was just my brain talking. So the reason for this is that I do realize that whenever we hit a wall, or we feel like something is a struggle, or we feel like it's not our best feeling, like if you're moving through work or you're moving through a time of your life that things just don't feel like they're incongruent with who you are as a person, as your truth. If you're not living in your truth, you're going to continue to hit walls. And I know for me, this was such an issue. I dealt with, again, the lack of confidence, not feeling good enough. So then I tried to fix that by dieting and exercise and, making myself be good enough to others. But obviously that wasn't the solution. So I kept stumbling on that until I figured out that I could do it in a way that is sustainable, and I did. However, then I dealt with panic attacks and anxiety, and oh my gosh, it felt terrible. I felt so unhappy inside my body. And even depression, I had mild depression for years, and I just thought that, what do I have to do in order to get through this? And I didn't have anything to complain about in my life, and so that was an even bigger problem to me, was that I thought, well, what am I so depressed about? And what am I so stressed about? And what am I so anxious about? But it was because it wasn't living in line with my truth. Like the things that I knew I needed to do, and what I didn't want to do, I needed to move away from. So today's message is simply this. If you wake up and throughout your day you feel constantly challenged and struggle, and there's just not a lot of joy in your life, find the pockets of time that you have joy. And if you don't already have them, do something. Like today I'm driving to the beach in January. That brings me joy. Do something silly or out of the ordinary that brings you joy. And it could be anything and everything. There's no rules. It just must bring you joy. That's the only rule. And go towards more of that. Once you notice that, how that feels in your body, you will notice things opening up for you. You will notice you're moving in the right direction for you, because your intuition, your inner guidance knows better than the thinking brain and all of the rules that are told to us by our families and society and everybody else around us. So go do more of the things that bring you joy, and go be happy. Happy is the motto of the day, all right? Or every day. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.